Hey everybody, I'm in a lot of pain right now. My face got very swollen. I'll be back very soon. In the morning I can't sleep, my jaw's busted. They wired it up a couple hours ago and it hurts every time I move my mouth. I lost tonight, I gave everything and I still lost. Feels like I let everyone down, I'm not unbreakable.
But it causes repeated trauma to the brain. And over years and years of this happening, people can get what's called chronic traumatic encephalopathy or CTE syndrome. And it's almost like a disease because with repeated trauma to the brain, and that can lead to memory problems, mood swings, even trouble with movements, and eventually people can develop dementia like Alzheimer's disease. And Jake Paul got knocked out by Anthony Joshua this past Friday night. And so I want to break this down from a medical perspective. I'm a neurosurgeon with over 25 years of experience. And so, you know, what happens is when you get hit in the head with that kind of force, like in boxing, our brain actually moves inside our skull and it can bump into the skull, which is a firm structure, and cause bruising of the brain.
Jake Paul's boxing dream ended in brutal fashion. His jaw was shattered, teeth knocked out, and Gervonta Davis was laughing from the sidelines. But the real shock wasn't just that Anthony Joshua knocked him out. It was how fast everything collapsed and why this moment could permanently change Jake's future in boxing. This wasn't a normal knockout. It was a public breakdown. When Jake Paul hit the canvas for the fourth time and didn't get back up, the fight was over. But what followed was just beginning. Stay right here, because next comes the damage no one noticed live and why this loss is far worse than the record shows.
Is the burnt bridge with my brother unfixable?
I don't hate your brother. You guys need to fight guys your fucking same size. When you fought Floyd, you are massive. He did hit you with a fucking bomb and you fucking ate it.
Jake Paul Joshua.
Oh, Jesus. That's a fucking bad idea. That's a bad idea. But let me tell you what, a lot of people watch that one.
Will you watch it?
Sure. You know what everybody's tuning in for on that one. Then I think everybody's gonna get what they finally been waiting for.
I'm a little fucked up, but will you take care of me forever and ever?
A few hours later, Jake posted the x-rays. His jaw broken in 2 places, titanium plates needed, teeth missing. Somehow the caption was even more shocking than the image, calling out Canelo from a hospital bed. Don't scroll, because that one post set the boxing world on fire. The call-out went viral for all the wrong reasons. Fans laughed, fighters shook their heads, and insiders quietly admitted what they already believed. Anthony Joshua's power is no joke, and Jake Paul stepped into a level of violence he was never ready for. And in just a moment, I'll explain why doctors say this injury changes everything.
私は少しめちゃくちゃだけど、あなたは永遠に私を大事にしてくれますか?
Jake Paul gets his jaw broken. Not only that, but he gets his lower jaw broken from the right and the left side. So both sides. And not only this, following that, he went through an emergency surgery procedure to get that sorted out, and titanium plates were inserted to help stabilize the case. This will take long to fully heal.
Drinking every night and doing all this and beat you.
Yeah, it's bad.
If you look at the fight, he was much slower. He only threw a hook. Like, he was going like tie him down and catch him with a good shot and shit like that.
So wait, do you think, curious, because it's a business aspect, but again, I'm still a nigga and I'm still a casual fan, so I'm being real, so hold on.
A couple of times, pushed down on the back of his neck, pushed down on the back of his head, got him to the ground. There was a few times where Jake looked like he was going for a takedown. Again, that was Jake trying to engage in the clinch, and AJ smartly moved back. In one instance, I think it was the 5th round, Jake engaged for a clinch, AJ moved back and started punching.
To Anthony Joshua sleeping Jake and breaking his jaw in 2 different places, along with breaking his teeth. Gervonta joined the fun with the rest of the boxing community by throwing a meme on Jake Paul. That was his reaction, as you guys see above.
Jake Paul was knocked out in round 6 and suffered 2 fractures to his left jaw. Here's the moment that did it.
Chin served on a platter for that right hand right there. And look at Jake Paul's face.
There's no way I can share the actual injury here, it's a bit too gruesome as the camera was put inside Jake's mouth and his teeth were actually not in a straight line, they were separated from the others as the jaw deviated. Question is though, what kind of recovery process Jake would be
down on Jake's back. So all of those things kind of deteriorated or emptied Jake's gas tank a lot earlier than I think he expected it to. But overall, I thought he deployed his game plan well for the first 5 rounds and actually had some success. He even moved AJ back a few times, 1 by just jabbing in the air, and 2, when he caught him, he moved.
Behind the scenes, things were much worse than Instagram showed. Emergency surgery through the night. Doctors rushing to fix injuries usually seen in car accidents, not boxing matches. If that sounds exaggerated, keep watching because the medical details are terrifying. 4 hours in surgery. Titanium plates drilled into place. Doctors privately admitting Joshua's final right hand shattered both sides of Jake's jaw at the same time. That kind of force proved every expert warning before the fight was right. And this is where the story turns ugly. While some showed sympathy, Gervonta Davis watched with satisfaction. Want to know why Tank's reaction split the sports world in half? Stay with me, because this is where the controversy explodes. Sources close to Davis say the hospital photos didn't scare him. They entertained him. He replayed the knockout, laughing, repeating one sentence: Jake was never built for real boxing. Before judging that reaction, you need to hear the history behind it.
Hey guys, I'm okay. Just pray for me, alright?
Yeah, he just represents everything that's wrong with boxing, unprofessionalism, and you know he's getting what you know, he's reaping what he sows. But I hate working with people like that. He stands everyone up, film crews, everything. Doesn't do any promotion.
Jake Paul was knocked out in round 6 and suffered 2 fractures to his left jaw. Here's the moment that did it.
Chin served on a platter for that right hand right there. And look at Jake Paul's face.
There's no way I can share the actual injury here, it's a bit too gruesome as the camera was put inside Jake's mouth and his teeth were actually not in a straight line, they were separated from the others as the jaw deviated. The question is though, what kind of recovery process Jake would be
AJ back. AJ came right back in and swung, but he did move him back.
When this fight was first announced, you said to several media members that like initially you weren't down for this fight. You thought it was just a little bit too much too soon, to paraphrase. Did he do better? Did Jake do better than you thought? Result aside, obviously you wanted him to win. You thought, I think by the end that he was going to win, but did he actually do better than you thought initially?
And doesn't do any posts, but it is what it is. I'm actually glad this all happened this way so that he doesn't get, you know, the biggest check of his life and just continues to be a piece of shit in boxing.
The Ring 4, November 22nd. Watch only on DAZN.
Yeah, there's a lot of punching down, practicing, hitting below my knees, and a lot of speed.
He warming up.
We're
now.
sparring.
That's what we need.
We're sparring.
Warm up.
Some
I know
8-year-olds. I got the 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna beat Jada Love ass. On my mama, I'm gonna beat both of y'all ass. On my mama. And he laughing.
This rivalry didn't start with Joshua. It began months earlier when Jake called out Tank, mocked him publicly, questioned his discipline, and pushed for a Miami fight. Don't go anywhere, because the collapse of that fight explains everything. When legal problems canceled the bout, Jake didn't stay quiet. He went all out, dragging Tank's name across social media, calling him unprofessional, overrated, and worse. That moment created bad blood Tank never forgot. So when Joshua did exactly what experts predicted, Tank didn't see a tragedy. He saw proof. Memes flooded the internet, private messages leaked, and fans argued non-stop. Some say Tank crossed the line mocking a man with a wired jaw and missing teeth. Others say Jake built his brand on disrespect and finally faced consequences. That debate still isn't over, especially once doctors explained the recovery. Bilateral jaw fractures don't heal fast. 6 to 8 months minimum before contact, possibly a year. Dental reconstruction, implants, bone grafts, and a long painful road back. And this is where Jake's career hits a wall. For the first time, he sounded unsure. Admitting heavyweight was a mistake. Admitting he needs smaller opponents. Admitting he's stepping back. Those words landed harder than any punch.